It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Imagine wanting good quality athletic wear, but facing two real extremes. The first extreme is, well, do I go out and pay over $100 plus for just a piece of leggings? Or do I buy something a lot cheaper, by the way, knowing that, well, it's going to fall apart pretty quickly? And this was the dilemma that Jenny and her sister Maggie faced. As former athletes, they knew the importance of having like quality athletic wear so they could wear it over and over again, but they really couldn't justify spending $100, $200+ or more, especially since they had just started families. Now, this was back in 2015, and Maddie and her sister Jenna and Maddie, I should say, they were living in Scottsdale, Arizona, and both had recently become mothers. They needed workout gear because they wanted to stay in shape and keep their figure, but they didn't know where to go to find good quality athletic wear that was within their budget and that would last. Okay, that's a huge problem. But did you know that the global market for sports and fitness clothing is projected to go to $231 billion by 2026? That's not long. This is a booming market, lots of opportunities. So they realized, you know what? There's a gap in the market. Sound like you as a CEO? There's a problem. The gap they had was high quality, affordable athletic wear. So determined to do something about it, Jenna and her sister Maddie decided, you know what? We're going to make our own fabric. We're going to do something. We're going to get started. So they took their money and invested $30,000. This was back in 2015, December 1st. They started Sanita Athletic Wear. Whoa. Now, they didn't have a business plan. They didn't wait around. They didn't wonder if someone would do it for them. But they had a belief that, you know what, there's a gap. There are more moms out there. There are more people out there like me. Now, I'm not saying don't have a business plan. Don't go say Shay said don't have a business plan. What I'm saying is they didn't have a business plan. I didn't have one either when I got started, just to let you know. But they had a belief in their product, the problem that it solved, and what they were going to do. And then they decided in their sales process, because this is a lesson for CEOs, they couldn't go down the traditional way. There was a gap in the market, but they wouldn't be able to get into retail stores. They didn't have the money, they didn't have the resources, and they said, but how can we reach these folks? And they said, you know what, we're going to build a smart sales system with a sales funnel that will reach folks offline that are our target audience. Hence, the online market would become where we go. Now, they didn't use the word, I'm sure, smart sales system. And they didn't use the word smart sales funnel. But that's what they did. And that's how they got started. So what's the big takeaway you could have as a CEO from Sanita Athletics success? And my wife loves Sanita Athletics, by the way, just to let everybody know. But here's the point. Seriously, Jenna and Maddie discovered a gap in the market. And once they discovered that gap in the market, they decided to do something about it. If they didn't have a sales system, if they weren't able to go online effectively and have a strategy with the sales message, they wouldn't be the company that we know today. You do those two things and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you this morning. I'm super excited because every single morning we get started with a focus. And our goal is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. And this is a mantra because you got to remember, you get what you focus on. If you're focused on sales, you're probably going to generate more sales. If you're focused on your health, you're probably going to have better health. But here's the point. You don't have a choice when it comes to sales. In fact, repeat this after me. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. The point, the message, your takeaway, your bumper sticker is selling is serious business. It's serious business. Then we go to our next segment, which is learn, earn, and return. And every CEO needs to wake up every single morning and say these words. Repeat after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must what? I must return. This is a pledge that we make. We have a couple of objectives when we get together every morning as part of the CEO Sales Huddle. And our number one objective is for you to improve the sales process. You're measuring it every single day. We'll get into that with the CEO Sales Dashboard. And there's a little bit of progress and a little bit of progress, or some of you just take off right away. Cool. Number two is to really address any roadblocks that are out there. You know, we just talked about a case study. It wasn't easy. There were some challenges. They couldn't get into stores. I mean, it was a lot. But you know what? They addressed those roadblocks from a sales perspective. And number 3 is to understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Sales pillar number 1, a CEO sales plan. Sales pillar number 2, they must understand the sales cycle. Sales pillar number 3, most important, is they must understand and have a sales message. Sales pillar number 4, I think it's very important. The CEO dashboard, we spent a whole segment on that. And sales pillar number 5, well, at the end of the day, you've got to have a sales team to help you generate revenue in the business, by the way. So the CEO Sales Huddle, for those folks that are tuned in, that are watching, oh, gosh, we're so excited you're here. Do me a favor. I'd love to connect. So look right below the video, and I want you to put, if you're on that platform, put I'm here, hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is the bat signal that you're in the conversation. 15 minutes a day to focus on your sales results. Doesn't get any better than that, by the way. Number 2, if you're watching the replay, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of it. You know, you're still in the conversation. Maybe you can't be here at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe I'm playing right now on your iPhone or on your tablet or on your PC or on your Apple, or maybe right now you've got me screen sharing right now on your big monitor. You're here, and it's very important. This will be a good use of your time. That's my number 1 promise to you, by the way. And so the questions are always asked, what is the CEO Sales Huddle? And the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So yeah, you're going to sell, you get it, but you're going to sell more faster when you're part of the CEO Sales Huddle. What's our big why? It's about sales growth. It's about accountability, and it's about a consistency. You may have heard this before, that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And if you look at any area of their life, when someone is struggling, when they're not hitting the results they want, you know, one of the reasons, the primary reason, is consistency. Lack of discipline and just not being consistent. Now, I'm not saying they always get the results, but you got to have the effort. The effort has to be there, by the way. It just has to be there. Now, how long is the CEO Sales Huddle? 15 minutes a day. So there's 1,440 minutes in every day. We only ask for 1% of the day when you show up to focus on sales, which is the one area that can really shift the trajectory of your business and your life by giving you the resources that you need to execute the vision you have. And what is the vision? $100,000 a month plus. Now, remember, this is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. There's 100. You focus on your sales. You focus on giving it to salespeople, the department, the sales resources, and the sales processes. And as a result, you generate an extra $100,000 plus. This is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. And I want you to think about that for a moment. What would that look like? What would that mean in your business of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue? Then we're going to talk about the CEO sales dashboard. And I love talking about the CEO sales dashboard because the number 1 question came out was, how do I get to $100,000 a month? Really, Shay? And I would ask, okay, if you were to have that as a goal, what would you measure? What would you manage? What would you really get serious about in your business as it relates to the sales department? And in most cases, the answer was make more sales, make more sales, make more sales. But it was never the process. It was never the metrics. It was never the things that mattered the most. So we would create and work with them on customizing a CEO sales dashboard. And I'm so excited that we released it now to you that you can go get it as well. And the CEO sales dashboard, go ahead and put this in your notes. The CEO sales dashboard has really 5 metrics: leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. So if you haven't downloaded, you can go over now to www.ceosalesdashboard, and you can download it. There's no charge, there's no cost, there's no money required. And then once you download it, you have it. Now we're going to go open it up right now. We're going to go through it, and right now you can pull yours up, like right now, seriously, like pull up. Look, I suggest that you give this to your assistant, or you give this to your operations team, depending on who you are, you're watching, or you do it yourself. Like, the importance of this is probably the best use of 15 minutes of your day right now. And many of you do. And some of you email it to me. Some of you dropped it to me. I love it, getting it every morning. By the way, I do respond to everyone. But let's go ahead and pull it up right now so you can have a look at it. And go ahead and fill it out right now. Like, even while I'm talking right now, you might be saying, okay, Shay, I've got it. Now you look in front of you. Now go ahead, like CEOsalesDashboard.com. Don't just be entertained right now. And you got leads, you have appointments, you have offers, you have deals, and you have repeat business. Now I want you to go across the top, and I want you to just find today's date. Like seriously, like you find today's date and you come down from today's date. And once you do that, we could stop at any category. We really could. You can customize this. But I want to come down just to today. I want to talk about repeat business. And repeat business means you've got an existing customer. The existing customer decides to either purchase another product or service. I believe God is a woman. I believe she created Apple. And so she has an iPhone, obviously. And if you think about it, if I'm an iPhone user and I go out and I own the MacBook Pro, but I decide to buy an iPad, that's a new product. Not bad. So go take a look in your database right now and say, how many folks bought a new product? Or you might come over and say, okay, I got it. How many deals were closed yesterday of existing customers who bought an existing product? So maybe I got the iPhone and I decided I needed to get the screen protector on it, which I have, the screen protector on it, or a new charger. So they're buying an existing product. Got it. For some of you out there, you have what's called monthly reoccurring revenue, or you have a membership opportunity. And so you're looking at how many members signed up and then how many members came from last month to this month. So you got that revenue, on month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5. And you're in month 5 and you're still getting that revenue. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that incredible how that works? I mean, seriously, that's like super amazing, super incredible. And you're doing it. So what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. That's what we're looking at in the CEO sales department. And you can go back and look at how many leads came in. Look at how many appointments came in. I don't want to, you can go to every area, but I always like to go deep into one area, because when we look at repeat business, we're now focused on the one area that we know can generate more cash flow, more revenue, and make a huge difference for us as well. Now we're going to go and we're going to measure. I always say what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better, but also powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So we're going to now ask ourselves, okay, how do we celebrate wins? So the question now is, what are you most proud of? What was your biggest accomplishment in the sales department? And what's the one thing that you want to brag about with just the sales department? Like, you can come on right now and you could just brag. You could just say, man, I'm so excited. If you only knew what I did, oh my gosh, what would it be? Seriously. Now, that's a real question. That's not no hyperbole. That's not no hocus pocus. That's not no it's real. And I want you to take it as it is. And I know you do. You're a CEO. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be listening to this. You wouldn't be watching the replay. You wouldn't have downloaded the podcast if you weren't. But some of you, this is like, you're just going through the motions. And others, you're like all in. And then we're going to go to the other side now. We're going to go to the other side, and we're going to ask ourselves, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? You see, powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So we're not going to just focus on the wins. We're going to understand that, no, there's going to be some challenges, just like the case study we did. So what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? Think about that for a moment. The sales department yesterday, you had a lot going on. What was the roadblock? Was it your time management? Was it you just didn't get around to focusing on it? Was it, it wasn't even top of mind to you? What's preventing you today? Like, when you look at your calendar, you look at all things you have to do. Do you have block scheduled time to just for sales? I don't care if it's, hopefully you have this 15 minutes. If you don't, maybe you schedule this, or maybe you just hit the button and said, oh, I got to go see what's going on in the sales funnel. I got to at least listen to that conversation. You might be in the shower right now listening, and that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. I'm glad you're in the conversation. But what is the one thing you can do that's preventing you today? And then what's the one thing you can do? You're like, there's something that I can do. You control, and you're going to make that a reality. Like, right in this present moment, you're going to do it. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. My message to today for you is control the controllables. Focus on those things you can control. And in doing so, you will see your sales go up, up, up in a way. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you as a host of the CEO Sales Huddle. I know you're amazing. I know you're incredible. And I can't wait to connect with you at the next episode. God bless. Keep doing God's work. See you on the other side. Peace. We out of here.